Hello, this is Ensconce, and god damn it, I'm tired. So, there's an announcement that came out. I'm going to read the announcement, in case you haven't heard it, and then I'm going to tell you something. I don't have a lot of time because I gotta go to work, so I'm going to try to keep this brief. It's a pretty not Ensconce-like thing to do. So this is the announcement Wargaming said. Hello everyone, we are awfully sorry that April White Mouse and other CCs are no longer part of our community contributors program. We'd like them to know they will be missed. We respect their decision and want to thank them for their contributions, devotion, and passion for the game and program over several years. We will wish all of them the best of luck and hope that they will stay in touch with us nevertheless. We will always be here to talk. We understand there are several causes that have led us to this situation and that we've upset and disappointed many of our CCs and players. While some of these causes are self-explanatory and our commitment to fix them remains, there are a few specific points we'd like to comment on. We appreciate the community feedback about Missouri being obtainable via random bundles exclusively in 0.10.7. We've been discussing this since last week and decided to add an alternative way to purchase the ship. We will provide details on our dev blog soon, which I'm going to read because this will be a delayed release for after the devlog should land. On the topic of the Missouri, we know there is an open question whether her earnings are on par with the pre-update version, especially considering signal flags and camouflage bonuses. We're carefully analyzing her adjusted earnings following the update, and we will share our decision whether any adjustments to the mission are to be made. Regardless of April White Mouse's CC membership status, we will stay true to our commitment to release HMCS Huron in 2022. She's been added to our production plans and is scheduled to arrive around late summer 2022. Best regards, WoW's team. That's the statement that they've had. So I'm about to read you a thing about how the Missouri will be obtainable not via a random bundle. It's going to be available with the random bundle thing, but they're specifically going to give a way not to do it. And because it's potentially a little different than the standard way, I'm going to make sure I'm getting the word out, and you can get the word out to anybody that you know that cares about the Missouri and wants to purchase it. As far as them updating the credits to updating the credit mission, I think that's already live in the game. I had a conversation with the devs on Sunday. That's what they said they were going to do. They did it. Good. Regardless of April White Mouse's CC membership status, they are honoring their commitment to make the HMCS Huron in 2022, and they gave a scheduled date of late summer 2022. Good. I'm glad they're honoring the commitment because that shit matters. All right, so I'm going to read, hopefully very quickly, what the thing is for the Missouri. So I'm reading this to get the word out. This is, of course, going to be released probably by the time that the dev blog or whatever's out. But for the purposes of getting it out there, I'm going to do this too. Captains, we would like to announce changes in the upcoming event with Missouri. Based on your feedback, we're going to add an alternative way of obtaining Missouri in 0.10.7. A special temporary web-based campaign, meaning this is probably going to be in a browser, not in the game, but in a browser, dedicated to the end of World War II, will be available from August 27th. It's a unique event with new mechanics. You'll have a chance to immerse yourself in the atmosphere of the greatest naval battles and choose your own path through the Pacific theater of World War II. We had this portal campaign planned without Missouri, but based on your feedback and her special connection to the end of the war, we think this would be a great thematic fit to offer an alternative way of obtaining her. So after completing the campaign, you will be able to purchase Missouri directly in the premium shop at the same price as other Tier 9 premium ships, which is fucking great. Completing the combat mission chains of the web campaign will reward you with Pacific tokens, commemorative flags of key naval battles of World War II, a unique patch with Missouri's motto, special signals, themed camouflage, and other rewards. The number of Pacific tokens you can get for free for completion of the campaign will be sufficient to get either a 12 skill point commander of any of the 8 nations or a premium ship 2 through 4 container from sequentially available bundles that also hold other rewards. So you spend your tokens and get this and then get that and whatever. So part 2. At different stages of the campaign, you will have to make choices that determine the conditions of the combat mission chains that you receive. Sometimes their difficulty, the location of the battles, and even the side you will fight for. The campaign will start on August 27th, and every 2 days, a new campaign stage will be unlocked. Overall, the campaign will contain 7 stages, and the last one will be available for completion starting on September 8th. The campaign will be available until September 15th. All missions of the campaign can be finished in co-op, random, and ranked battle modes and require US and IJN ships from tiers 4 and higher. The campaign concentrates on historical narrative rather than challenging gameplay. You should be able to complete it with approximately 60 battles, especially considering the possibility of complete missions in co-op. The next point that we want to address is Missouri's earnings. After analyzing Missouri's earnings over the past few days, we do see a need to increase the bonus from the special mission to 17 to 20%. This change was already implemented today. This is an initial correction for more accurate adjustments if they will be needed. We need to collect more data in the current version to be totally sure that her earnings in 0.10.7 will be the same or higher. We will continue to monitor the situation and will increase the bonus if needed to achieve the required number. We will update you on this topic in a few weeks and share some of the underlying data on our dev blog. We hope that you will enjoy this special campaign and rewards, even if you're not interested in the Missouri. Thank you for your attention. So I'm really happy that I'm just going to say this for me. When it was announced that the random bundle thing happened, there was a whole lot of not happy. And, I wrote something which was basically Americans don't like to haggle. If it's, you tell me a price, I'll decide if I want to buy it. It's really basic. Don't wishy-washy, just be straight with me. If I want it, I'll buy it. And there's some hoops. There's a hoop here that there's this temporary web-based campaign thing, which I don't know if that means it's going to be in the news items in the game, so you can click the button that way, or if you have to click the button on the website every evidently 2 days or something to enable a mission for you to complete the mission. But it says it can be done in 60 battles, which includes if you're doing it in co-op. And the devs have said, honestly, it ain't that hard. It's more of like a thematic thing than it is like a holy shit grind thing. So if you want the Missouri, you don't have to go through the random bundles. You can do this thing, which is going to be available as of August 27th, running through September 15th, where you can do the thing, and if you get all the way to the end, then the Missouri will be available for you to purchase at the same price as any other tier 9 premium, which I believe is about 80 or 90 bucks. I initially thought there would be, if they were going to offer it, they'd be offering it for like 150 or 200 or 250. So for the effort of going through this campaign thing, you can get it for 90, which is a fuck of a lot better than, kicking the price up to something crazy. Of course, if for whatever reason you wanted to dive in the random bundle thing, you could, but I think this is much better. Is there more work to do? Is there more stuff to work on? Yes. But I'm really happy that things that needed to be addressed are addressed with this, and I'm glad that happened. That means that we cared, they listened, they did something. Now we just have to keep doing it. I'm going to upload this and have this release. I think it's supposed to, whatever comes out at 9 o'clock, so I'll have mine scheduled to open up at 9:30. So if you hear me, you may have already heard this, but I'm getting the word out because it's a limited time event and it's a fuck of a lot better than random bundles. So if you heard it from me or you heard it from somewhere else, pass it along, because if it stops people from using the random bundle thing, fuck yeah. This is Askance. I'm tired. Have a good one.